Kendall, how are you?
Good yourself, Jen?
Good, thank you. So last time I saw you, you gave me your 5-day food plan, and I entered all of that into my plate, and I got back all of your results. Um, for you, your daily food plan would be to make 10 ounces of grains a day, 3.5 cups of vegetables, 2.5 cups of fruits, 3 cups of dairy, and 7 ounces of protein foods. For grains, it says to make sure that you make at least half of your grains whole grains. And then for vegetables, it says to vary, so that means mix up the colors. You want dark greens, orange, just keep them bright. For fruits, it says eat a variety of fruits and choose whole or cut up fruits more than juices. For dairy, it says to get your calcium-rich foods, so low-fat or fat-free milks, and then same thing as like yogurts. And then for proteins, you want at least twice a week to make it seafood, and then varieties of different proteins, and that can include beans, peas, nuts, and seeds. And then also it says to limit your fats, sugars, and sodiums, and that would be 8 teaspoons of oils a day. And then limit calories from solid fats and added sugars to 400 calories a day. And then for your sodium intake, less than 2,300 milligrams a day. So here was your food group tally sheet, and this just showed me what you were under and over on for the food groups. For milk, you were actually under. You were 1.2, and your total should have been 6, so you were under for that. For meats and beans, you were over. For fruits, you were actually okay. Vegetables, you were under. Grains, you were over. And then fats, oils, and sweets, you were under, which is good. This is just some recommendations for what you can do for milk. So more skim milk or low-fat yogurts would help increase your dairy intake. For meats and beans, because you were over, you could have like more of a lean meat and not so much of the fatty meats. You could also do more of like beans and peas and like other varieties. For fruits, you were okay, so just stick with that, and again, like more of whole fruits, not juices. For vegetables, because you were under, just variety, especially your greens. And then grains, you were over, so less bread. Focus on like your multi-grains and your whole grains and all of that. And then for oils, you were under, so you're okay, but just as a note, don't go out and eat a bunch of, like trans fats and everything. You want to stick with like olive oils and margarine instead of fatty oils and butter. This sheet just showed what you thought was your least nutritious, most decaying, and the food that was most bad for you. And you said like your pizza, your like lemon cake pie that you ate, Doritos, and all of that. And for most decaying, it was the cakes because of all the sugar, which you're right. And then bad for you is all of your snacks and pizza, and you were correct with all of that. You also had about 6 different processed foods, and then you had about 11 that were high in fat, and then 6 that were high in sodium. So those numbers are kind of high, but with these suggestions that I made for you, that can help reduce all of those numbers, and it can also help balance your food groups as well. And then for this, for your nutritional risk factors, your general health, you're in good general health. You do take a multivitamin, no allergies or medical conditions. You exercise weekly, which is great. And then your dental health, you do have low carie indice, but because of all of the sugar that you use, that kind of increases your caries risk. You brush 2 times a day and floss every once in a while, which we all need to floss more. And then your dental visits are every 6 months, which is normal for a dental hygiene student. Your social factors, so you go to school full-time and you work on the weekends, so that does make your meals rushed. which is hard for you to receive all of the proper food groups and everything. So that's understandable. What you could try to do for that is to plan out your meals ahead of time instead of, just getting meals on the go that are not really healthy for you. And then the effects on dental and oral health conditions on your general health. That would be cardiovascular disease, so different heart disease, stroke, hypertension, and then there's a key bacterium in periodontal disease from all of that. So that's good. And then, so each time I saw you, we went over your plaque and gingival index. So the first time I saw you, your plaque and gingiva index, they were a little bit higher. They were still really good, but as we talked about nutrition and all the ways for you to eat healthier, they did go down, so that's a good sign. And then your effects on your dental and oral health from your diet. So the big one is dental decay, and that is from the fermentable carbs and sugars that are in the foods interact with bacterial plaque, which forms the acid, and that leads to caries. And then periodontal disease, which nutritional deficiencies do not cause period disease directly, but they do play a very important role in your body's immune system to help fight off that perio infection. And then this assessment was your dental caries risk. So we went through your diet and we circled all of foods that you eat regularly, or at least like once a week, that do lead to caries because of the sugar and stuff. And your total points was 31, and 10 is considered high risk, so you are extremely high risk for dental caries because of all the sugary snacks and everything. So a main thing for that to lower your risk would be to cut down on the frequency of in-between meal snacks. So instead of sugary snacks, maybe go for vegetables or something. Don't sip constantly on sweetened beverages. So again, obviously water is great for you, but try to reduce the number of sugary drinks you're drinking. Avoid using slowly dissolving items like hard candy, cough drops, or breath mints. Eat more non-decaying, promoting foods such as low-fat cheese, raw vegetables, crunchy fruits, popcorn, nuts, and then drink water instead of sweetened beverages. Another thing that you could do after you eat, if you're not able to brush, you could chew on xylitol gum, because xylitol is what will help prevent dental caries as well. And then the decay promoting, what we found out, this has to do with the caries as well, is your liquids, your total sugar from liquid form was 5, and then your total sugar from solid form was 7. So all of that added together was 76 minutes a day is your total time for decay to be happening to your teeth. So 76 minutes is a long time a day. So again, just after you eat sugary snacks or anything, just go to xylitol, or like I said, cheese and nuts, stuff like that can help get rid of all the acid and everything. But overall, everything was great, and it was really fun to work with you.